I finally got me a Mattel DC Multiverse Batman Reborn. Let's crack it open. Greetings, toyheads, and welcome to another episode of Go Figure with me, your host, Eli Williams, here on the Digitally Rebastard Network, the action figure show about news, reviews, collecting tips, customizations, kit bashing, everything that goes into this fun, nerdy hobby that you and I both love. And in this episode, we're going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Mattel DC Multiverse Batman Reborn, the Dick Grayson Batman. There's Dick Grayson's head right there. I have wanted this for a while, and I've never really been able to find it at a decent price. And I found a guy on Mercari that had one new in the box. I made him an offer, and boom, there it is. So we're going to be doing an unboxing and review. First off, let's take a look. This is a collect and connect, or Build-A-Figure, if you will, for Killer Croc. Now, normally I don't get mint in box. This is, I wouldn't say it's mint. There's some wear and tear, but I'm opening it. But this is a collect and connect Killer Croc, and I might actually try to get the other pieces for this. Because it is a really good Killer Croc figure, and I don't have Killer Croc on my villain shelf. So this is probably going to be a chase for me to get all the Killer Croc pieces. I think there's a leg in there. I think that's what's in there. We'll see when we get it on the back. But you got Collect and Connect Killer Croc up there. Batman 80 years. Warning, choking hazard. Don't put Batman in your mouth. You got the artwork here of when Dick Grayson had to take over for Batman, which is what this is, Batman Reborn. You can see in the window there the figure and the two accessories. The Collect and Connect is behind the artwork there. DC Multiverse Mattel. On the side, we have that same artwork and the DC logo up top. On the other side, we've got that same artwork, and then here we are on the back with all the figures from that wave. Right down there. So yeah, the Batman number 5, that's the left leg. So I may actually try to get this Robin too. I don't care to have, I do have that Alfred, which is the right arm. But yeah, I might actually try to get all these pieces. I think I've looked some of them up, and they're relatively inexpensive. Not like the Clayface. Man, my God, I'd love to have the Clayface. But so yeah, we've got a little blurb about that. When following the death of Batman, Dick Grayson dons the cape and cowl, blah, 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 blah. There you can see the Collect and Connect down here at the bottom. Jibbery-jabbery legal jargon, ages 0 to 3. You know what that means.
If your child is not born yet, they shouldn't play with these toys.
That's right, you're welcome. And then on the bottom, we've got more jibbery-jabbery legal jargon and a bunch of stickers. Somewhere under there, there's a barcode, and there we go. Let's pop it open, get Trusty out. Pew! And I think I can go in from the bottom. Can I go in from the bottom? We got tape down here, it looks like. Maybe? No? Oh, it's on this side. I'm an idiot. Here we go. We've got, well, has this been opened? I don't think this has been opened. Okay. Let's go in from the side then. Been a while since I've opened one of these multiverse. Okay, there we go. Now we can put Trusty away. All right, let's pop this open. There we go. And yeah, these boxes tend to be a little bit problematic. We'll just pull this tray out. Yep, there's the leg. And I'll set this aside. We'll get the accessories out. All right, we got a mask, we got a head, and then we got Batman. Does have a cloth cape. It's not great, but... And then we got the leg, which is... there we go. All right. Put that back in. And put that back in the box. And then tab, well, I'll fiddle with that later. Okay, let's get him on the pedestal and have a look. All right, here we go. We've got him on the pedestal, and let's take a look at the accessories. First off, we have the unmasked Dick Grayson head, which looks pretty good, and this is one of the things I was really excited about because I always like having extra heads floating around for customs, and this one, even though it does have a very small peg hole, which is typical with Mattel, but it's a really good look. It's definitely a Dick Grayson. The only thing I'm worried about is the skin is a little dark, like a tan. So that would maybe cause problems clashing with some of the figures' skin tones, but we'll see. But it's got a nice hair sculpt on there. It's got like a little bit of a blue wash on the hair to give it sort of a cel-shaded sort of comic look to it. Looks pretty good. And then we have the pulled down cowl, which is a soft rubbery piece there, and that would go on. That would be flopped down if you popped that head on there. And then, of course, we've got the Killer Croc's left leg, and Killer Croc is going to be a big dude. I am very interested in getting all of the pieces of this. I've been looking on eBay, but yeah, this is that would be phenomenal to have a Killer Croc that size. I mean, look at that. That leg is almost right up to Batman's chin. And then here we've got the Dick Grayson Batman. Let's grab the ruler and measure him up. He stands at approximately to the top of his head, 6.5 inches, to the top of his ears, almost 6.25 inches tall, which Mattel tend to be a little bit bigger than most on there. Looking at the sculpt, this is a pretty decent sculpt for a Batman. One of the last lines that Mattel did with the DC Multiverse looks pretty good. The cape's kind of shoddy because it's just draped down in the back, so it's a very small cape, but it is a good shimmering fabric there. I'm assuming that's polyester. The way that this looks, though, it looks like I could pop that off and actually put a cape on there. So I may actually go on the hunt for a dark blue Batman cape to actually put on there, which I think I can. I think GPS Lot on eBay has one. Looking at the sculpt, it looks pretty good. You know, it's Batman. You got the musculature. The belt's kind of weird. The utility belt, because it's got the Batman logo on it, but not your typical Batman utility belt. Black trunks instead of dark blue, which is kind of strange. Very throwback. You've got the Bat logo tempoed on there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Two spines instead of 3 on the gauntlets, which is kind of strange. But I'm pretty sure this is just a it's a very small actually that's just a peg on a neck. There's no hinge or anything on that. Going down to the boots and everything, I mean, you know, it's a basic Batman costume, you know, nothing too spectacular and glamorous about it, but that's, you know, Batman's costume is, you know, as far as comics, being tights and everything is kind of basic. Going over articulation, again, with the head, you've got all the way around, not much movement on the head, other than just a little bit of down, no tilt, but it does go all the way around. Arms, however, all the way out to there, you've got a bicep swivel, single elbow, no elbow swivel on there, but you do have a swivel on the wrist and an in and out on the wrist. Same with the other side. Got an ab crunch mid-torso, no back, but pretty decent forward. Do we have... Oh, is that stuck? Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's catching on something in there. Catching on the detent. Do have a waist swivel on there, which is good. It's a shame that you don't get... Yeah, that's catching on something when that goes forward. Legs all the way out to there. That's crazy. They're not even a drop-down ball joint. That's just, whew, like Batman doing the splits. Do have a thigh swivel and a double knee that goes all the way back to there. No gauntlet swivel, but you do have detents on the feet. No rocker on there because Mattel really wasn't doing that. But yeah, it's just a cool Batman figure, and I have a lot of Batman figures. I try to get most of the ones that I kind of think are cool. And so yeah, we can let's go ahead and pop his head off before we line him up, and let's put on the Dick Grayson head on with the mask pulled down, and we can see how that looks on there. There we go. Get him in a classic fists on the hips stance there. There we go. Sort of. Yeah. So yeah, there we go. Looks pretty good. I got high hopes for that head to use that with some of my custom civilian figures or something. Let's go ahead and pop that off. Put the Batman head, the cowl head back on, and yeah. So let's we'll get him off the pedestal and see how he scales up with some other guys. All right, here we've got him lined up with the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series Return of the Jedi Deluxe Boba Fett, the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Firefly, the Hasbro Marvel Legends Series Armored Retro Daredevil, and the Mezco 1/12 Collective Ascending Knight Batman. All in all, I'm pretty happy with him. I'll give him a 7 out of 10. I'd give him higher than that, but the lack of a good cape and the not having double elbows and no rockers on the ankles would make me give it probably 8 out of 10, but not a deal breaker. It's still a good looking Batman, and he'll look good up on my Mattel shelf, so no problem there. So I may try to find a second market cape on that. I'm pretty sure I can get one from GPS lot, because he does have one that is a wired cape that is meant for like a Mezco, and that's about that size. So I may try to snag one of them, and we'll pop that cowl off and replace that cape. So anyway, that will do it for this episode this week. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that bell so you can get information on all the good things coming out of the Digitally Rebastard Network. You all have a great week and a great day. I'll see you next time, and until then, don't forget to get your figure on. Take care.